Flax is a grassy plant up to 1.5 meters high. It has small, yellowish and spherical fruits, which look like small boxes with an opened cap. Inside, there are about 10 linseeds from light brown to dark brown color. The history of linseeds. In the 8th century, Charles the Great issued an unusual decree. All his subjects were obliged to add linseeds to their diet. The king of the Franks believed that the golden seeds were the cure for many diseases. Nowadays, one of the oldest cereals in the world still has its useful properties. Linseeds can protect the body from radiation, reduce cholesterol, and prevent cancer. Ancient Greeks also knew the healing properties of the flax. The great doctor Hippocrates advised his patients with inflamed mucous membranes, which is a symptom of flu, SARS, and cold, to drink the decoction from linseeds. The origin of flax is considered to be the mountainous regions of India, China, and the Mediterranean. The ancient city of Jericho was the first place where the plant was cultivated. In the 10th and 11th centuries, peasants in Kievan Rus made fabrics and oil from the plant and used it to pay tribute to their lords. A few centuries later, flax products became a subject of trade. Usage of linseeds. There are two types of linseeds, golden, yellow, and brown. Both of them have unique beneficial properties. The reason is in the components. For example, linamarin covers the walls of the stomach and so prevents the absorption of harmful toxins. This leads to gradual disappearing of internal inflammations. Fiber purifies the body and speeds up the digestion. Fatty oils like omega-3 and omega-6 have anti-inflammatory and regenerative effects. Therefore, flax seeds help with constipation. In addition, the content of fatty acids in flax is much higher than even in fish and meat. Lignan, hormone-like substances reduce the risk of malignant tumors, cancer. They have antibacterial, antiviral, and antioxidant effects. Vitamins of B group, which are also contained in linseeds, accelerate metabolism. They lower the body fat level, so the seeds are recommended to people with obesity. Magnesium is responsible for bone growth and the functioning of cardiovascular system. In particular, it controls the heart rhythm and normalizes blood pressure. Linseeds help in the treatment of the respiratory system as well as in diseases of bones. Phosphorus affects the functioning of the brain, the work of the nervous system, and the acid-alkaline balance. According to Elena Solomatina, PhD in dietetics, the copper contained in linseeds interacts with the enzymes and takes part in the metabolism of fats and carbohydrates. But remember, ground linseeds give more benefits than whole ones that may not digest in the stomach. Harms of linseeds. Linseeds are not always good. For example, doctors recommend pregnant women to give them up. This is due to the fact that the seeds have some estrogen-like properties. This can lead to abnormal development of the fetus or to premature birth. Those who suffer from intestinal obstruction should also reduce the consumption of the seeds as they contain a lot of fiber and so may cause abdominal pain, nausea, flatulence, diarrhea, and constipation. The use of linseeds in medicine. They have a property to destroy malignant cells, so linseeds are used to prevent prostate, colon, and breast cancer. Linseeds are good for men as they lower cholesterol levels and also normalize the glycemic level in the blood. Linseeds are not less beneficial for women because they can reduce the hot flashes during menopause. They also affect the emotional state. The woman becomes calmer and more emotionally stable. Linseed decoctions can be given to children with coughs, flu, and ARVI as they help resist parasites and gently remove phlegm. In general, regular consumption of linseeds may help lose weight. It can also make the skin become more resistant to radiation and bad environments. After all, the seeds have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Cooking and eating linseeds. You can eat the seeds of flax in different ways. Raw, in the form of a decoction, infusion, or jelly, as an ingredient of other dish. The norm and method of consumption depend on the purpose. Flax for intestines and stomach. In case of problems with the gastrointestinal tract, the best way to use linseeds is making a tincture. It protects the stomach from damaging, relieves inflammation, inhibits secretory function, removes toxins, and increases absorption. To prepare it, 2 teaspoons of the seeds are added to 200 milliliters of hot boiled water. The mixture is infused for half an hour and stirred from time to time. Then it should be strained and right after it drunk with no storage. The recommended course of taking the tincture lasts for 15 to 20 days. 50 milliliters should be drunk half an hour before meals 3 times a day. Linseeds and kefir recipe for body cleansing and weight loss. Linseeds are recommended to people who are struggling with obesity. This food has low calorie content and at the same time it's rich in vitamins and has the ability to suppress appetite. The best way to eat linseeds for weight loss is kefir tincture. The ratio is 1 tablespoon of seeds to 1 glass of kefir. The seeds should be ground and left in kefir for half an hour. The remedy is taken in the morning before meals and in the evening before bedtime for 3 weeks. It will help you lose up to 4 kilograms. Generally, the best option for weight loss is to make drinks from the seeds and consume them before meals. Another way to eat linseeds for weight loss is just to eat them. A good breakfast may consist of just 1 tablespoon of seeds and a couple glasses of water. The method helps lose up to 2 kilograms a month. Always remember that the main conditions for weight loss are diet and exercises. For greater effect, you can work out in a special corset weight trainer. Another popular recipe for how to eat linseeds for weight loss is making a drink with lemon. Citric acid is considered an important substance for strengthening the immune system. Combined with the properties of linseeds, the benefits of citric acid increase. To prepare a drink, add 20 grams of seeds to 3 or 4 glasses of hot water and boil for 3 to 4 minutes. Then cool the liquid, mix it with lemon juice, and drink in the morning on an empty stomach. Use against constipation. Due to the high content of fiber, linseeds help restore the intestinal mucosa. Therefore, the positive effect they have on the digestive tract includes solving the problem of constipation. To ensure proper bowel movement, you can include previously soaked seeds in your diet. Take 2 teaspoons several times during the day. How to use linseeds for the heart and blood vessels. Research has shown that the seeds help stabilize cholesterol and triglyceride levels. As a result, it lowers arterial pressure, reduces the risk of blood clots, heart attacks, arrhythmias, and other disorders in the work of cardiovascular system. Here's the recipe. 10 grams of seeds are infused for 2 or 3 hours in cooled boiled water. Take the infusion half an hour before meals and before bedtime. For type 1 and type 2 diabetes, it has been proven scientifically that the hypolipidemic and hypoglycemic effects of linseeds help prevent the development of various types of diabetes. And if the disease is already diagnosed, taking flax remedies may stop the development of the pathology, as well as increase insulin sensitivity. The way of consuming linseeds is also important. They should be eaten in the morning on an empty stomach. In addition, you can prepare a decoction of linseeds. It's made from half a liter of water and 2 tablespoons of seeds. The ingredients are mixed, boiled for 10 minutes, then infused for 20 minutes and filtered before use. Linseeds against cholesterol. For this purpose, the best way to consume the seeds is making a decoction. Add half a liter of boiling water to 3 to 4 tablespoons of seeds. Then the container should be closed tightly, wrapped in a thick cloth and left to cool. Before drinking, the decoction must be filtered. When you start taking it, the norm is 1 or 2 tablespoons 3 times a day, 30 to 40 minutes before meals. Later, the norm is increased to half a glass. The course of drinking the decoction for reducing cholesterol levels should not last longer than 3 weeks. Does eating whole linseeds make any sense? There are several ways how to eat linseeds for weight loss and general healing, and one of them is eating them raw. However, if a whole seed is ingested, it will bring nothing good for the body. Therefore, in any instruction on how to eat linseeds for weight loss and general therapy, you will find a recommendation to chew them thoroughly and drink a sufficient amount of water afterwards. This will make the food easier to digest. An alternative way to consume the seeds is making a powder. In this form, they retain all the beneficial properties. However, the seeds should not be stored after grinding. The best is to eat them right after. The use of flax seeds in cooking. Linseeds have a sweetish taste, just like sesame seeds, but their membranes are much harder, so the human stomach cannot digest them. Therefore, linseeds are usually crushed or ground and heat-treated, but at a temperature of no more than 40 degrees. The best is to soak them in warm water. Erbech is an interesting national Dagestan dish. Linseeds are crushed, fried, and mixed with honey. Also, the seeds are often added to herbal teas and fruit jellies. By the way, linseed brew is a perfect basis for cooking low-calorie porridges, sauces, and gravies. The seeds will add a mild flavor and make the meal tastier in general. If linseeds are added to dough, the bread will stay soft longer. Healthy breakfast with linseeds. It's a good everyday dietary meal. This breakfast is especially good for children because it contains a great amount of necessary amino acids, minerals, and fiber. Also, it's recommended for cleansing the stomach. You will need 2 tablespoons of oats, 1 tablespoon of linseeds, 100 grams of cranberries. Mix all the ingredients. Add half a glass of boiling water and leave it overnight. In the morning, pulse the mixture in a blender and add bananas if you want. Vegetable salad with linseeds. This is a perfect, light, and nutritious snack for the summer menu. The salad is rich in vitamins A, C, K, beta-carotene, fatty acids, and useful microelements like ferrum, magnesium, zinc, and calcium. Here's what you will need: 100 grams of spinach, 1 bell pepper, 1 teaspoon of black sesame seeds, 2 cucumbers, 1 teaspoon of linseeds, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Cut out hard stems of spinach, then cut the leaves in pieces. Cut cucumbers and peppers. Add sesame and linseeds. Mix the ingredients and add olive oil. You can also pour a bit of soy sauce if you want. Choosing and storing linseeds. Linseeds can be purchased at the market. Usually they are sold in the departments with greens and spices. In shopping malls or supermarkets, the golden cereals are placed to shelves next to nuts and grains. You can also buy it at a pharmacy. And this, by the way, is the safest option, because there's less chance of getting a bad product. Linseeds are sold in 3 varieties: whole seeds, ground seeds, and powder. Check the date of harvesting and the integrity of the package. After buying, put the seeds in a plastic container with a lid and put it to a cold, dry place. Ground seeds may be stored for about 4 months, whole seeds up to 2 years. Make sure there's no moisture, otherwise the seeds will spoil. The optimal storage conditions are air humidity of not less than 75%, temperature no more than 25 degrees, and no direct sunlight. That's all we wanted to tell you today. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to tell your friends about it. See you soon!